Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about SP, talking about that specific topic and essentially giving you guys motivation and reassurance. It's not so much a how-to as a remember these key points. So before we get straight into talking about this topic and all my advice and feedback, make sure to take a few seconds to look at what's on screen because I have a lot of great offers, so a few current discounts and special offers on my coaching packages. You can also sign up for just £2.99 a month and you don't have to stay signed up for more than a month if you really don't want to, but you get an exclusive Q&A where you get to submit your questions and essentially get kind of like a mini coaching session in one of my videos that's exclusively for members, and everything else is popped on screen. And then in the description box is my website where you can purchase coaching if you would like to look through any of those packages. And now let's get into the video. You are the creator of your reality, which means that no one else is in control, no one else is guiding your life or forcing it a certain way, not the words that your SP says, not their actions, not what other people comment on your relationship or what you're able to achieve or manifest in your life. None of that is relevant if you choose not to take it on, not to keep replaying it in your mind, keep thinking about it, and take it on as an assumption, because you're the creator. So that means you can decide what you want to manifest, or what you want to keep in your reality. And therefore, if something doesn't suit you, or you don't like how it's come about, how it looks in your reality, the state of your relationship with your SP in the context of this video, then you can decide, nope, that's the opposite of what I want. It's irrelevant. I'm going to focus on what I want, and I know that I can manifest it. So as the creator of your reality, it's your assumptions that are shaping what's going on in your relationships and the way people treat you, and that includes your SP, your specific person. So your specific person is literally a mirror reflection of your assumptions. So that doesn't mean that if you think relationships are difficult, that they will think that. It will more be their behavior reflects that, and they won't give you commitment. They won't give you the relationship you want. That's how it reflects. So whatever you believe about yourself and about your relationship is what their actions and words and, you know, the type of positive or negative movement that occurs and changes that occur, it has to reflect that. So I'm not saying you have to obviously identify and pinpoint all those subconscious beliefs. I don't think we'll ever be able to exactly say what all of our beliefs are without maybe putting in a whole ton of work, but you don't need to do that. You can just say, well, this is what's showing up and I don't like this. And, you know, pinpoint the areas you want to change and what you actually want in your relationship, and then create affirmations, create a visual, create something where you can mentally focus on it. So if you assume that they don't text you, they're not going to text you very often, or they're not going to communicate, or just not even communicate in the way you want. Whatever your assumptions are, they have to reflect, which again, you're the creator, so you're feeding into all that. When you recognize the behavior from your SP that you don't like, that you don't want, that's when you say, oh, there's an example of that. Let me flip it around because I know what I want, and it's the communication, the commitment, and you create, you know, an end result where you can mentally loop that. And affirmations are always the simplest part, which is why I do try and explain there's more than one method. You don't have to affirm, but it's the easiest, simplest, most kind of automated second nature way to do it. Second nature? Yeah. So basically once you get into the habit, your mind will like automatically start thinking it, start looping the affirmations just automatically in your mind. It's the easiest, best way to do it. So that is what is creating momentum, because you can repeat an affirmation like, SP is my perfect partner, and you can say that so many times per minute, per hour, you know, even in just a 5, 10, 15 minute period. So basically the repetition of your affirmations is creating that change, it's creating the shift. So your specific person can't deny that momentum, can't say, I'm going against the theory and the law of assumption and quantum physics, and I'm deciding my mind will have no impact by this. You know, your SP can't say that. They don't have the ability in your reality to say, oh, I'm starting to change my feelings, but I deny it. I'm choosing now to feel another way. It just doesn't work that way. The law of assumption and manifestation is limitless. So you really just need to keep going with consistency, building on that momentum with the repetition. And again, as I said, your SP has no free will in your reality. They cannot go against your affirmations. And if you shift your subconscious beliefs, in turn, your SP has to shift. Again, they don't have the power or ability to deny it, to say, nope, that's not going to work for me, I'm not going to do that. You know, that whatever you believe has to be reflected out in your physical reality, which includes other people, obviously, and relationships. So your main focus really should be your own beliefs and your own mind. Don't worry about your SP's actions. Just remind yourself they don't have free will in your reality. You are the creator, you're deciding and you're manifesting, and they will just have to conform in whatever perfect ways that is, however it comes about. Just know that they have to conform. Also pose to you, well, I'm going to pose to you and think to yourself this question: how can manifestation be limitless? How can it be possible to manifest whatever you want and you be the creator of your reality if you can't control the relationships and you can't shift your SP's feelings and thoughts and the kind of trajectory, but also the entire status of your relationship with them? If manifestation were limitless, like you know it's limitless. I'm telling you now, you can manifest what you want. Everyone and everything in your reality can shift to your beliefs. So it's just about you putting in the work, putting in the effort to shift your beliefs, because it's limitless, and really changing the way someone thinks, whether you've had an argument or you just have no relationship yet in the physical reality, whatever that case may be, they will have to conform. They literally can't go against it. When the doubt does come into mind, obviously that's a big trigger and a big area where people get caught up on. Don't feed into that doubt. Don't feed into the concerns and the worries and the logic, the logical thought and, doubts that may come up are just part of the conscious mind, part of the ego. Don't feed into it, don't analyze it. It's going to come up naturally. And that's how you're going to ensure that you don't get caught up in some kind of negative circumstances. And if you have a thought that says, well, what if SP doesn't want to shift? What if SP decides that they are not going to conform and not going to shift? If even that type of thought starts crossing your mind and you start to panic, and that's what causes you to feel triggered, stop that thought in its tracks and apply your mental diet. And essentially, if you decide that this is who you want this person, you want the relationship, you just have to persist. It's entirely up to you, which should be quite a reassuring concept, that you don't need to rely on anyone else to do it. It's just your thoughts, your repetition, and the effort that you put in. Again, of course, I'm going to end on the fact that it is slightly different journeys for everyone. So it might take you a shorter time period than it will take someone else. If you're in a relationship where you've just had a bad fight and you're taking a break, probably you're going to be able to shift your beliefs and assumptions more efficiently because you've only had this little temporary blip, as opposed to someone who's really struggled with a lot of negative circumstances for a long period. At the beginning, it might take a little more time, and overall the conforming process might take a little bit longer, but you never give up, you don't give in to that, you just keep persisting, because it's your effort that's going to bring in the result you want. So that is today's video. I hope you guys found this useful, enjoyed this, and felt it was like motivating and reassuring. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.